In the realm of the unseen, there lies a symphony of healing vibrations. These vibrations, too high for the human ear to perceive, are the essence of ultrasound therapy. At the heart of ultrasound therapy lies a mystical crystal, known as a piezoelectric crystal. This crystal has a unique ability to convert electrical energy into mechanical energy, and vice versa. When an electrical current is applied to the crystal, it vibrates rapidly. This vibration produces high-frequency sound waves. These sound waves are then transmitted through the tissue of the body, carrying with them the healing power of the crystal. As the sound waves wash over the body, they gently massage the tissues, increasing blood flow and reducing inflammation. They also stimulate the body's natural healing response, promoting the growth of new cells and the repair of damaged tissues. Today, we're going to be reviewing some self-massage. This practice will be a lot more information and general thoughts about the practice than the usual straight meditations. At the end, we'll do a quick example of something that you can use on your own body after the practice. Now, self-massage is something that can be done in the morning, in the evening. It's a good way to warm up your body for exercise or prepare for a longer meditation. There's many different ways of going about it. Personally, I like to use a pulse gun. You may have seen these before in commercials or on Amazon. It's a machine that creates a pulse vibration that you then apply to your body and stimulates the muscles in the same way that a deep massage would. But regardless of the method that you use, the techniques are relatively simple and surprisingly the same. With the intro, I also introduced ultrasound therapy. So this would be the same idea as a pulse gun, but instead of just physical energy, you're using sound waves to stimulate. And the most simple version of this is obviously just manual manipulation, creating tension with your own hands to break up your muscles. So let's consider the practice. You want to bring self-massage into your life. How do you start? How long do you go? And what is the right choice for you? We'll start with the basic manual manipulation. Now, self-massage is very personal and really depends upon where your aches and pains are. We'll kind of use the idea of the standard neck, back, shoulder type massage. With massage, we usually say origin to insertion, which basically means you start at the beginning of the muscle and then you move towards the end. Now, your muscles generally move from the inside out. And while there are some exceptions, like your low back, which tends to go up, if you consider this your center point around your heart, most of the muscles go out. And while watching YouTube videos or learning some more about meditation, manual manipulation techniques is always a good choice, we're going to start with as simple as possible. So, consider your shoulder, down your arm, into your hands. We're going to start at our origin. Well, first, take a deep breath. Breathe in deep. Exhale. Now, use your hand. And first, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be pressing the muscle at the top of the muscle, so where that muscle meets the bone. You press, release, move down, press, release, move down. And with this, you're moving down, slowly pressing your muscle. Once you have pressed a section, you want to apply pressure and slide. So squeeze and then slide. You can do the other side. Squeeze and then slide. Back to the first side. Squeeze and then slide. Now move to the shoulders. Try and find the base of your shoulder, so don't start down here, don't start up here, right where that bone meets. And you squeeze around, and then you can start at the back of your arm, squeeze down the back of your arm, and slide from the shoulder down the back of your arm. Now doing the inside, squeeze the shoulder, and then slide down the inside of your arm. Starting on your forearm, there's really only one main part, this little meaty bit. So get a good thumb into that, squeeze down, and slide. One more time, squeeze down, and slide. And then your hands, you want to find the meat around your thumb. Squeeze, and then slide. For me, I often have my knuckles feel like they need to crack at this point. Apply a little pressure and you can hear them pop. Not so much with controllers. So now we'll do the whole right side, starting from the top of the neck. Squeeze and slide. Now from the shoulder, squeeze and slide. Inside of the arm, squeeze and slide. Forearm, squeeze and slide. Hands, squeeze and slide and pop. Good. Now the left side, squeeze and slide. Shoulder, back of the arm, squeeze and slide. Inside, squeeze and slide. And forearm, squeeze and slide. Pop your hand. Now you have a general idea of the progression, moving from inside to out. If you wanted to move on from here, you could work down your chest, getting into all the rib meat. If you have someone helping you, you can work on your back. You can press on your lower back, and again, instead of going down, you slide up, low back, getting into your hips and thighs. You can take a little extra time due to the amount of meat in there, but spend your time. Take breaths in between if it starts to feel a little painful, but press and slide. Now, going back to the beginning, I use a pulse gun. So while I'll be doing the same practice, instead of pressing, I'll use a mechanical device to help create the pressure and release the muscles, and then slide. And just for fun information, I mentioned ultrasound therapy. So you may have heard ultrasound before. It's the technology that they use to look at a baby in the womb and look into your heart to see if there's a hole. But it's very interesting in how it works. So there are different types of crystals that exist where if you apply electricity to them, they turn that electricity into mechanical energy in the form of sound. This also can be used in some speakers and things of the such. You apply electricity, it creates sound. But the ones that are in medical devices or physical therapy devices are able to create penetrating, deep sounds that are inaudible to the human ear. Now, while they may be inaudible, they do affect the body. It's known to break down tissue in a positive way that allows for healing. There's also many researchers who see the results of these ultrasound techniques and can't fully explain the therapeutic values with just the manual aggravation of the muscles themselves. The other way that ultrasound is used is in supplement extraction. So it's able to break down the cell walls that hold in the essence or the active chemicals inside the plants that affect our body. So by stimulating them with these ultrasounds created by these crystals, we can make them more bioactive and bioavailable. This technique is part of my proprietary extraction method, more as an interest in creating excessive beauty, an interest in harnessing what is inside something more than what it can be. But we're talking about our muscles now. So, ultrasound therapy is something that, if you wanted to get into, I highly suggest taking a YouTube tutorial or looking deeper into, especially if you feel as though the pulse guns are too intense and you're looking for something that may feel a little bit more calm but achieve similar results. Or just stick with your own hands, as touch can be its own healing presence. So, I apologize if this video is a little bit more discussion based than some of my prior, but I invite you to continue the massage, and if you want to come back and re-listen to the specific parts of the manual manipulation, feel free. So regardless of your ending, I do wish you the best on your journey.